Oh boy. Drank 3 beers last night. I started with a non-alcoholic beer. I'll definitely feel that today on the trails. Stop living my life in fear. I think I just saw a cold. Spring is awesome. It takes a while for it to arrive, especially in Chicago. And instead of doing some bike packing and some unideal weather, I just van packed. I put 2 of my bikes in the van, a full suspension mountain bike and a drop bar mountain bike. And I'm looking for spring. So it's a bit cold this morning and definitely windy on this peninsula. But I kind of feel like once I get back in the wooded area, it won't be as cold. But honestly, I'm just sheltering in the car right now. Having coffee. Today is a lesson of going with the flow. I was gonna do an overnighter, and the weather here was just not making me happy. I was like, I don't need to do an overnighter. So I started packing up. For some reason, it took 3 hours, it felt like, to gather the things I wanted to bring, get on the bike, and get ready. And then as soon as I left the parking lot, my cable snapped for my dropper post. It's all okay. All okay. Once I got back here, I was like, man, the weather is nice back here in the woods. So, no pressure today. No pressure. I can go a mile and come back if I need to. Trying to follow the fun. Decided it'd be just a little ridiculous and bring steak and eggs and just hang out in the woods. Anyways, this is the LOViT Trail. It's a world-class mountain biking route here, just north of Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's a lovely spot. Breakfast. It's a Christmas miracle. I don't think I cracked any eggs. Woo! I love this little spoon. My friend Eric 3D printed this little egg cup for me. First meal of the day, I don't really want sugar. Eggs feel like they land the best on my body chemistry. I've been dreaming all winter. I was trying to figure out how I could have eggs on this trip. And I was like, okay, well, if I do it the European way and eat it out of the egg, then surely I can have eggs on this trip. When I go to Europe this summer, you don't have to refrigerate your eggs, because what they do is they vaccinate their chickens, where we don't. And so, I guess we have to wash our eggs, and then once they're washed, they lose a little protective membrane that keeps oxygen from getting into the egg, and so then we have to refrigerate them. And that's the trade-off. So I'll be able to eat eggs on my bikepacking trip in Austria and Germany. I don't even have to refrigerate them. I am so stupid. But I really do love eggs. Floppy sourdough. They're so sour, it almost tastes like alcohol. Hope they didn't go bad. I did hear about this YouTube thing where some guy ate some mold and then his whole skin and hands and everything fell off. I gotta try to stop living my life in fear. go. Nice little back road section, which is good because it corresponds to going uphill. Made it a little bit easier, actually a lot bit easier. Woohoo! I know I'm gonna walk that. Nice little platform here. Just carrying that little guy in the front package on my bike. Definitely just have to remember that one needs to get into biking shape, especially mountain biking shape. I don't know, a lot of pressure on myself to cover a certain amount of mileage, and I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun today. Cook a little steaky poo. Woo! So I said I've toasted this because the bread was pink and wet. not this piece exactly, but the other one. Speaking of pink and wet. I think I'm just gonna eat the steak without the bread. The sourdough actually overpowers the steak. That's how strong the sourdough is. If you like sourdough, get freaking the rustic oven sourdough bread. Some would say too sour. It's like 5:30 and the sun's getting low. I think sunset's like 7. I better scooch. I'm happy I brought my flashlight. I thought about not bringing it. My bike light. Woohoo! Probably did like 18 miles today. Just not in biking shape. Just commuting around Chicago in the winter is not the same as doing like sprints uphill. And there was a lot of hills. I'm glad I talked myself into just going out and having a fun ride and took a lot of the pressure off. Up next is New Orleans. New Orleans was awesome. It was just kind of, I don't know, I've had this vision in my head of having some time to just bike around and explore and get good food and drinks, and it's such a cool city. So that's coming up next. Stay tuned for that. I'll post that soon. And then Austin, which Austin is such an awesome city for outdoorsy stuff and like great eats, good drinks, like cool amenities. Barton Springs is so beautiful. Always appreciate the likes and comments, so thanks for those and the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're interested in this sort of stuff, please follow along. Okay.